I'm ghost hunting for the first time, so I found my little 1940s antique mini Bible. I'm taking it with us for protection.
I used to do the Edinburgh witchery tours when I was a young thing in Scotland.
Oh,
I've been
wow.
doing spring and Tomball for 22 years now, 23 years.
Wow.
Yikes. Usually only do the Tomball over the winter time, in this time. That's who the statue is up there. Now originally this old railroad town was called the town of Peck, and that's who this kind of statue guy is over here, Jonathan Peck. He was the first railroad master. The railroad came to here in 1895, but 1902 things changed. Senator Thomas Ball took a big interest in Tomball. People thought, oh, that's really nice of him, that's sweet, you know, he's bringing the railroad to Tomball, bringing his money. Nah, it was about the almighty dollar. He had found out that Tomball, for the next 100 years, sadly it didn't last 100 years, it ran out in 1982, they were like maybe 32 years short or something, but it gave this town a lot of money. People were coming in here, but the people that were coming in that had money also caused other people to come in and rob the people with money, so you had constant gunfights and shootouts. The railroad ran everything. This is like a step above poltergeist activity. Cupboards slam, things getting carved in the walls up really high.
Hi. Hi.
You know your house is haunted, right?
Haunted as heck.
All right, tell us something.
Let's hear some stories.
I haven't seen anything yet, but there are a lot of sounds.
Wow.
Ooh.
It's fun.
All
They're
right.
good ghosts.
Yeah,
Good,
nothing
good.
will harm you.
Nothing
Absolutely
bad
not.
so far.
Hopefully, you
Yeah,
get
it's
a
a
fun
beautiful home. Beautiful. Beautiful home.
It is. It's absolutely.
Ah. Wow. And where did you see? You said an entity or no?
Well, there's an old lady you will see.
Yes?
Yeah. One of the old
Okay.
ladies. I think there's more than the old ladies.
Yeah,
in
probably,
there.
for sure.
Yeah, I think kind of taking a shortcut in front of these buildings. At the time, these were like kind of stores, food stores and shops and things like that. She was getting her shopping. Someone stabbed her and killed her.
Ooh.
Now, the news article that we found said that she was buried in the area where she was murdered or killed because she didn't have any immediate family, and that's pretty normal. So we're guessing, just thinking, I guess these ladies like to believe and they won't have anybody tell them different. Granny was a sweet old lady, but back in those days, we had no doctors and nurses here, so she was what we call a granny witch. Now that wasn't a bad thing, it wasn't like a witch on a broomstick. She made potions, she knew like things like
on
you could boil the
Outlander.
bark of the pecan tree, you know, and it helped with tuberculosis
Yeah.
and things like that. But the other half of the time we're saying, but yeah, you could also go to Granny if you didn't like someone, and she'd make you something up to fix them. For example, the same pecan tree, you can take the leaves off it, boil it up, make a toxic poison called Jugone, and put it in drinks. And I didn't tell you that. It's totally tasteless. I get rid of your stuff. No, I mean, people said that they would go to Granny for stuff like that, and they think she messed with the wrong person, and this is why she get killed. So I don't know what story to believe, but if you ask the ladies in there, no, she was nice, sweet old lady. Gertie's a nice, sweet old lady. We'll go with that story.
Gertie.
But she's super
Hi,
active in
Gertie.
there, yeah. So these guys, it changes its features. The next time you're in here, ask them where the haunted doll is. They may let you see it. We actually were gifted a haunted doll from these guys. Was it 2 years ago? Look at his face. He's like, no. Same thing. She was very, very active. They just couldn't sell the doll. The doll had came back so many times. Part in here. You might not want to walk in that part of the shop. Now I went in there. What was it? March, spring break. That was the first time last year we kind of came back again, and I went in there laughing, has anybody died lately? And they were like, yeah, a gentleman yesterday. Oh my God, I felt like Gertie now, you know. Someone passed away at Thanksgiving, and there too, a lady just dropped dead with a heart attack. We don't know why. We don't know if it's an anomaly or if it's just something really strange. But these guys in here are like, what the heck is going on? We have no clue why or why it's in that little bit of the shop. Could be these entities too are passing away. These people that are passing away in there are hanging about in there. Ghosts love to haunt the places where they passed away. That's a good thing as well. So at least 7 that we're aware of that have passed away inside that building. You'll see a lot of ghost children in there. And I think it's from all these old toys that they have in there over the years. They've attached themselves and they probably just like to stay in there and not leave. So next time you're walking around here, pay attention, because you will feel your clothes getting tugged. Sometimes people have said that they'll hear little voices in here saying like, come play with me.
We're talking about the dolls. We go in that shop all the time.
Really?
And she collects dolls. And
There she is.
I've seen her before.
Yeah, she's been in there for years.
She's haunted. This is the one
Yeah.
you have hidden
Yes.
at your house?
Yes.
And you won't tell your husband where he is? She is?
It's under his side of the bed.
Oh, no. No, you didn't. No,
Oh,
she
yes, I
didn't.
did.
Oh, no.
Very beautiful.
Oh, my goodness.
She's about this height.
Wow.
There she is. There's your friend.
Wow.
This little building here, I want to tell you guys, and I have the most amazing photograph that I want to show you attached to this little building here. Now this used to be the spot of the old Tomball Hotel. Now we're talking about this area right here. Let me show you. I'm going to put my brightness up a little bit here. Alrighty. You see him? Yeah. This is what it looks like. So do take lots of pictures. You see it? You zoom in.
Yes.
You can tell he's burned. You can see it's kind of the teeth.
I saw that shirt.
Yeah. This was taking one of the old ladies on her.
Are we sure it wasn't that guy that just talked to you?
The road there. The little boy's ghost is seen all over this area. He likes this garden in particular. This is his favorite spot. For some reason, he loves this big old tree. Now we found a plaque.
showed
I
up
want to
right
say
here.
like an old news
showed up
article,
on my ghost
1906, and it says that little Johnny was buried in his favorite garden. Now this is the only garden that we know of that is attached to would have been the cottage in this area. The little boy could be buried anywhere in here, but as I say, this is definitely his favorite tree, and this is like a 300-year-old pecan tree. So the time frame and everything would sit perfectly with that. Sometimes we'll get his little face peeking or looking around there. Believe it or not, some of the Maddens were really well liked. They did a lot in town. Right out here, the front here, this is the railroad tracks here. This is where that original depot sat before they moved it in the 1990s. So people would get off the train right here, hungry, thirsty, and the first place they'd hit would be the Whistle Stop Saloon. Now, in 1921, I believe it was a huge shootout here. In fact, the Western Wear shop down on the main street, if you ever go in, they're the ones that sell the saddles and the boots and things, they have some amazing big pictures on their wall of this story. It's absolutely fantastic. They have like the news articles all blown up. They tell you all about it. Apparently, the people had decided they would hide in the bushes and rob rich people coming off the train. People at Tomball were not having it. They get their own posse up and they ambushed them. There was a big shootout right out here. 6 people passed away. Luckily, it was the people that were robbing people. They didn't even afford them a funeral. They were so disgusted with them, they dug a hole along the edge of the track and threw the bodies in. Now, we do get really strange. I will tell you guys, we were speaking to the owners of these buildings over there, and that white building over there. He came on the tour earlier on in the year and he showed me an amazing video, and he hasn't sent it yet, and I'm going to start harassing him now. And it was like, the place was closed, and you can see one of the chairs going from left to right inside the building, and now no one will work night shift over there. And he'll say to me, why is it moving? It's like a multitude of things. There was a shootout here, there was people killed here, like could be the little boy messing with you over there because he is seen anywhere up and down this track. And we were also told that the 1950s, I can't find any proof of this story though, I'm working on it. The 1950s, they chased some guy that had robbed the store, and he ran down the track and they shot and killed him right in this area here. But I'm trying to find proof of that story, so it may be that. At the time, 1899 was owned by a gentleman called Travis Whitaker. Now, you may not know that name, Whitaker. Apparently, there's still some Whitakers left in Tomball. The family ultimately ended up in Huntsville, but Travis Whitaker lived in this house right about the 1800s to mid-1900s until he passed away. His son then lived in here, and his name was Travis also. He passed away, I think, in the 1960s. Sadly enough, though, I was trying to find the family to talk to them, see if they had any cool photographs. We went up to Huntsville, and the last of the Whitaker family, of that side of their family, had just passed away. It's like, it was so sad, but they were really sweet. They told me all about Mr. Whitaker. Apparently, he was like a kind of real estate guy. He owned a lot of properties in town, and he leased them out, and that was Mr. Whitaker's job. Now, old Mr. Whitaker did pass away inside here in the upstairs, a little bed up in that where that attic space is now. And this is who we believe is haunting the original this building, you know, and could be the sun, but we're quite sure because when people have said that came in contact with Travis Whittaker, it's kind of like an old man goes, you know, you get that feeling, this is like an old grumpy man type thing. He doesn't do much harm. He likes to throw stuff about the place. Now, for the longest time, people were blaming Travis for what sounds like footsteps coming down the wooden staircase. Just as you go inside, there's a lovely big wooden staircase. And you can literally stand and be solid quiet. It's like, dum, 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 as if someone's going up or down these stairs. And for years, they were blaming Travis and for the footsteps in the attic. But last year, they did some filming in here. I think it was the TLC channel. Because they had called me up and asked me, did I want to come film with them, but I was going to back them.
One
Oh.
goes right here, your eyes.
Yeah, you.
Whoa!
Hey.
I'm sorry?
Any free samples for the ghost tour?
No, unfortunately, no.
I'm only joking.
Oh, wow. So tell
How you
us your
guys do?
experience.
I had a couple of them, not really big ones. The only two experiences I could probably tell you about is one night I was finishing up mopping the kitchen and I heard the upstairs office door open and close and I heard footsteps coming down it. I walked around the outside of the kitchen just to kind of peek my head out, but I didn't see anything, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah. Could be Travis, could be Rufus. One of the two. I was talking to someone online, I don't know who it was, maybe the owner a few months back, and they said that Travis has started appearing in the side alleyway and scaring people in those houses. Like, okay.
Yes, ma'am. I've heard about that.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
wow.
these people in these homes had messaged me and said, pretty new buildings. I believe they were rebuilt in the 1980s, but it was right on this corner here, the corner of Elm and Main, that Dr. Murphy Wells had his little office. Now, he was here for maybe 4 to 5 years, and everybody loved him. People would come nearly 100 miles to visit this doctor because it was a rare thing to have back in those days. Even better, Dr. Wells was amazing. If you didn't have money, you couldn't afford to pay, he would take stuff in kind, like maybe a dozen eggs, a chicken, you know, whatever you had. If you baked a loaf of bread, he would kind of bargain. He would let you off. He would turn no one away. Everybody loved him. He worked in here with a nurse that she kind of helped in the back here. Taking the trash out, we'll see him all the time. People even walking up and down this area, we'll see him kind of hanging about in this back area. I have no idea why he likes to hang about in this alleyway, but this is his favorite stop in this part right here.
Is she smiling?
Oh.
Frowning. Oh, is that a doll? Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had any issues, but she's in my bedroom.
You see the person standing there?
Yes.
Well, you see it moves.
Yeah.
It will walk and move. See it like a lady standing there?
Oh, I see her.
Look, there she's moved away. Did you see her move?
I saw her.
Stop! So mean.
Nah, it's already been done. It's already been done.
Through the glass.
It's already been done. What?
Damn!
Oh, he's cute. I like. It's so pretty here, though.
My last ghost tour girl, and I got, oh Lord, I got scared.
Oh, see? Yes. So pretty.
They're gonna be so. Oh my goodness! No, no.